Hello, Carrie. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. Typically, I'm crammed somewhere in a basement trying to reach a clean out to get into access into the sewer line. This was one of the nicer locations that I had to work with, plenty of room, and obviously lake view. It was really nice. At some point, they made the change from a private septic system to public sewer. Um, Typically, in a single family home, when it starts out as city sewer, the line goes out through the front of the house. This is going from the back, which is typically where the septic system is, and then it routes around the house when they make the change, if that makes any sense. So we are in water, we're holding water. The line is holding water in multiple places throughout the almost 90 feet that I was able to get out. There's no indication of any kind of blockage, right? So well, maybe in one or two places, but a PVC pipe like this is not going to grab onto stuff like toilet paper, or it's not going to have issues with roots or anything like that just because your connection points are glued up. There's a little bit of toilet paper right there, but that should not be enough to hold that much water. So my thinking is that the pipe has either sagged over time, or when it was initially laid, it wasn't the slope wasn't proper. Somebody didn't lay the pipe properly. The only other potential is that just because you're coming from a lower spot in the back, being able to reach the city line on a downward grade may be an issue. I don't think there's enough of a slope where you have to worry about a lift station or something like that, but I'm not an expert in that matter. So we are holding water again. Again, a little bit of toilet paper, but again, that shouldn't be enough to hold that much water. Some of the water is drained away as I pull back. The other thing is I didn't run a ton of water prior to doing the sewer scope. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But knowing that the house was unoccupied, I didn't think there was a need to kind of flush the line out and get rid of anything that might have been in there. So that said, there shouldn't be that volume of water in the pipe. We're rolling along. No other issues that I can see. I don't see any damage or cracked pipe or anything like that. We're going to get up almost close to 90 feet, and then there's a relatively aggressive turn in the pipe, and I can't tell what the fitting is that's right there, but I was not able to get past that point. You'll see here in about 10 feet. So we've got a good downward grade going on right here. Yeah, here's the spot where I can't get past. It's muddy and mucky. I can't tell if, and if you look off to the left side, I can't tell if that's damage or if that's an inlet into the pipe. I don't know if there's a clean out coming in from somewhere, but I'm not able to get past this spot. So knowing that the pipe is holding water, and because of this segment of the pipe, it's really a good idea to pull in a sewer and drain company and have them further evaluate. See what they think about the pipe. A line that's holding water is generally not great, especially when it's that close to the house. we don't want to have to deal with situations where we're always concerned about backups and things like that. And not to mention making sure that there isn't any damage in the pipe here. So I'm going to call this out for further investigation. Reach out to me if you have any questions about that. Obviously, I'll have recommendations in the written report. Read through that. But again, reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm always happy to be a resource.